Hello, welcome to Geekonomics, not Twin Peaks Unwrapped, even though Brian's drinking from his Twin Peaks Unwrapped mug. Check them out. They do their shows whenever. I don't know when they air their shows. I've never
We have a
listened to
new
one
show
in my life.
today. We have a new
Oh,
show about
awesome.
and
Cool.
we have we're officially under 100 books.
100 books left. Get your
Yep.
Twin Peaks Unwrapped book. If you order one, Brian will sign it personally to you if you send it to him with a self-addressed stamped envelope.
I won't. BlueRoseMag.com.
He will. He'll do it.
I can't.
Tell him Mark sent you, and I'll make sure it gets taken care of for you. Or I'll sign his name on it. I don't care.
We're under 100 books. It's not going to be reprinted. It's a collector's item. People love it. Get it now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Cups sold separately.
Cups sold separately. That's a one-of-a-kind cup. That's a one-of-a-kind.
Two of a kind. Is it a two of a kind? Does Ben have one?
Yeah. So it's a
two of a kind. There you go.
Actually, it's funny. There's quotes from our very first reviews on iTunes printed on the side, and the first person whose that is?
I'm gonna say Matt Ryan.
No,
I don't know. Threw it out there.
No, Sarah, Jay's wife.
Oh.
She wrote a review on iTunes, and
nice.
Yep, her quote was right there.
Well, yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I'm assuming you're the noob because Ben is the guru.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool.
That'd be a good name for the show. You could have changed it, Twin Peaks Unwrapped, to the Guru and the Noob.
And nobody would know what the hell it was.
Sounds like
about.
A morning show on like some Midwestern radio channel.
The Guru
and the Noob in the morning.
Noob in the morning. It does roll off the tongue.
Guru and the Noob. Weekday mornings from 9 to 11 on KFSL.
Hey, remember Marc and Bryon in the morning?
Marc and Bryon in the morning on WACC.
Yeah, that's good time.
Make sure you say W, not W.
Or you get yelled at.
You get brought to Pig Vomit's office and you get yelled at.
W.
Hey, say it with me. W.
ACC. And then when people used to call and request a song, which meant they were listening, and the song did not fit the time, we got in trouble. But I'm like, but you want people, if someone's calling at 8 in the morning, wants to hear Metallica, and I have Metallica, I will play Metallica for this person. But then when the station manager says, no, people in the morning don't want to listen to it. No, they're listening. That's why they're calling.
If they called and requested it, they do want to listen to it. That's how it works.
I know. It makes no sense. And I think all that shit's thrown out the window now that most people stream everything.
Yeah, no one listens to radio anyways. Yeah.
People listen to all different kinds of music at every part of the day.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. After that little sidetrack rant.
That was our morning rant.
Twin Peaks Unwrapped and college radio angst. How you doing, Brian? How's your week been? How's things going with you?
You're using your radio voice.
You're using radio voice, yeah. I fell into it there.
Oh, we never even sound like that in the radio. That's the funny part.
I did. I actually got an interview from doing the morning show.
I'm
just saying. I could have been a news guy on Laser 99.7.
Why weren't you?
Because it just didn't fit. The
you
chemistry
didn't have a car. Who was going to drive you?
No, I got to the point where I actually got to the point of meeting the guys and doing an on-air read thing, and we just didn't have the chemistry. Wasn't there, so it didn't work out.
Yeah, but first of all, I would say two things. You didn't have a car, and you never woke up on time.
I would have. God, no. A morning show like that? No, I wouldn't.
Can you imagine getting up at 4 a.m?
No,
to be at the radio station for 5?
Yeah,
to get ready for 6 o'clock.
And it was just doing news. I wouldn't have actually been like an actual .
Yeah, but that's like you have to do research on the news. You have to get the news.
Oh, I just I did our research. Just buy the newspaper and read it off the newspaper when I came in. So I used to do in our show. That's how we did the weather.
We weren't getting paid.
Used to buy the Hartford Courant every morning. I'd hand it to whatever random girl you found in the hallway to do our weather.
No, we had weather girls. They weren't random.
I know. Yeah, it was a racket we had there for a while. 2 single guys recruiting women to come in and read the weather for us. It's terrible. We were terrible back then.
Whatever. My week, Mark. Well, I've a few things were kind of cool this week for me. South Park released their vaccine special on Thursday, which
I saw that's on the HBO Max. Yeah.
Butters joins the QTs, which is QAnon for kids. So the QAnon people, they depict the big ones that stormed the Capitol. You know, the guy with the face paint. So the QAnon folks realize they could, since the kids are learning from home, they can become tutors, home tutors. And when they are with the kid, they can basically open up YouTube and show them QAnon conspiracy videos and like brainwash them. And they call them cuties. And then Walgreens in South Park, it becomes the most popular place in town because everybody's getting their vaccine. So it's like a club. They got a big bouncer and a line of folks, and all the old people, they're walking in and they're giving them the finger. Oh, I'm getting my vaccine. And you hear like music pumping out of the Walgreens. Yeah. It was a great special. If you haven't watched it yet, I honestly go watch it. It's very funny. And I started playing their second RPG, South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Yes.
Which is a lot of fun. And the whole premise is they're superheroes this time. And Cartman, it's very Marvel-esque MCU. Like
everyone's mom's name's Martha.
Cartman's creating his own MCU, sort of, with all his characters. And you're kind of like, it's like Marvel versus DC in a way. But it's very funny. It's a fun RPG. I've been sitting on this one for such a long time. I just got playing this week. And then it's great music for me this year. The new Rob Zombie, which I was so excited for, the Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy album dropped, and he always makes these long titled albums. This is like the third one in a row.
I just call him the new Rob Zombie album. It's so much easier.
But honestly, this is like a really good one. It's hit or miss sometimes with him. Sometimes he has like nothing will ever compare to Hillbilly Deluxe, but this album is really cool. He does a lot of cool and interesting and new different things. So I've been really digging it. It's in my rotation between Foo Fighters and Weezer. So it's like my 90s trend continues in 2021 with music. But that's about it for me, Mark. How was your week been?
Good. Very busy. It seems like it's gotten very busy with people wanting to do shows and stuff. So a lot of that stuff going on. Doing a lot of that. Still getting through, almost finished with my Mad Men watch.
Oh yeah, what season?
Watch through. So I'm actually at the season finale, or the series finale, I should say. I think. So I'm saving that for today to watch the series finale, and then see what all wraps up. But it's very good. You could definitely tell, like, either something switched in like the last 2 seasons or something, either writers or something, because it's just a different feel, and it makes sense why they wrapped it up. Because it's kind of getting out in the middle, and it's kind of getting weird.
Well, what did the quality drop, or did
I don't know if it's the quality. It's like it seems like they get too much into the drama side of it, as opposed to like the first seasons were like more like the business side of the advertising and everything like that.
Right.
Then it got too like, I don't know, like, not like soap opera, but too, very like this one's with that one and cheating and sleeping around and all that
soap
stuff.
Opera-ish.
Yeah, it got very that kind of way. Like
yeah.
They brought too many characters in and too much, like, I don't know. We got really weird. Just kind of strange.
Yeah, well, maybe they realized they should end it, and I think that's what's great about shows now. They end on top before it becomes.
Yeah, you definitely tell like it either like around season 5 was when it like really was at its. In my thought from watching it just recently, at season 5 is where it like hit its apex kind of, and then 6 and 7 have kind of been like a slow, like trudge downhill kind of thing.
7? It went 7 years.
7 seasons. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was on that long.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy crap. Because I think it ended when Walking Dead just became very popular.
I think that's what kind of happened. Like, you could tell, like, they kind of, like, they started off, I don't want to say they started off with a bigger budget, but you could tell, like, it's like they kind of, like, the business itself in the show starts off in like a big, huge, like, corporation building, and then like gets smaller, and then like gradually gets built back up again. And I don't know. It's also like the time frame. Once the 70s hit, kind of like advertising changed from what the show was in the 60s when it started. So you kind of can tell, like, that's what they're kind of like wrapping it up as, kind of like,
right.
You know, it's just kind of getting too commercialized, and not like the idea part of it. Like, it basically starts before television started, is when the series starts. So you kind of see like the birth of like how like commercials were made and things like that, and how they came up with things. But yeah, I like that side of the show more than I like the
drama stuff.
The drama stuff, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, keep us posted. So next week you'll have an
Ad
Men review.
Ad Men series finale recap.
Don't ruin it though for me.
Don't ruin it for me either. Yeah,
I've never seen it.
You should watch it. I think you'd like it. It's it definitely it's good. There's some stuff in it. It's kind of have to trudge through a couple things here and there, but
yeah,
some of the characters are kind of but just kind of trudge through it to get to the good parts.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mark?
Not really did much else. Kind of a quiet weekend, nothing really crazy. Watched the WandaVision the Marvel Assembled.
Yeah, it was
kind of cool to see. They talk about how they like people had talked about the 10th episode, and how they like people thought that there was a 10th episode, and they went into a lot of that stuff too, like not just like that there was a 10th episode, but just the thought process of like how they made the show and everything. And you could see why people thought there would have been a 10th episode by all the different things they'd filmed. But
I never get that impression. I mean, I watched the whole thing. I thought what I liked about it was they recorded those beginning episodes in front of a live audience.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And when they cut to the live audience, did you notice something? They were all dressed up for the time period.
Yeah, they asked them to, because the whole crew dressed up and everything too. Like the whole crew dressed up for that time period.
But in the documentary, they didn't mention that at all. But like they cut to them, like those people are wearing like old timey suits.
Yeah, like people came in like costume and everything. They kind of like cosplayed to fit into the. And they actually gave them the chairs, like as they went through the different eras. They changed the seating for the audience so it fit to what it was when people would go back in the day and sit in the audience and stuff.
Right. And then I thought it was so cool, like they actually got old time lights for the studio to get that feel.
And they shot in the format, like they tried to shoot in the right aspect ratio and everything.
Yeah. I mean,
and the film rate and everything, so it looked just like it did back then.
It's small details like that I know the average person gives two shits about. For someone like me and
folks
you,
like, it's like amazing to me.
I ate that stuff up.
Yeah,
man. I thought
like the fact that they shot it all in one shot, like play.
Yeah,
like they used to do in the 50s for those like first episodes, because that's how they did them. Basically, they would just show up on the Friday, they'd shoot the whole show, and that would be it.
Yeah,
they didn't have the time to make the edits and all the different things.
It was like a play.
Yeah, because they didn't have the film to do different takes and all these different things. So, but even just for the first episode, seeing how they did like the effects, like they actually did the string effect and all that to make
the practical effects.
Yeah, and then kept it all very.
She would change stuff. She would freeze. They come in, switch the object, and then the coat thing, a whole about.
Yeah,
she went through all these coats, so she would freeze.
Yeah.
Someone would come up, new coat, and then she would move a little bit, new coat, and then and obviously they would edit it so you didn't see that, but it was so cool. So the one thing that blew my mind is I really honestly thought Vision's head was painted with all the,
I thought it was like all prosthetic kind of thing.
And that was all digital effects.
Yeah, it's all digital.
His head was purple or a weird
color. Blue for the black and white show, the episodes.
Yeah.
Because they had to shoot it in a way that would show up right.
So cool. But man, I really liked it a lot, and let me start over. I'm very excited that Disney is like showing us the whole show. We get a behind the scenes bonus. It's like buying the DVD and you get that behind the scenes featurette. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. People have drama. People, you know what it is? People are so like burnt because things didn't happen according to their
the thing is, I think, like we talked about last week, I think a lot of people
creating a world that didn't exist.
Yeah, a lot of people want like to be the one that has the information or knows the inside story kind of thing.
And they don't.
So all these people like say like, oh, I talked to a guy who talked to a guy, or let's talk to someone on the set that said something, or they talked about this. And so I think I think Disney, I think Marvel's a victim of Lucasfilm's success, kind of like Lucasfilm's pulled off like a cameo of the century basically in Mandalorian, and there was no way WandaVision, even though it was shot around the same time as Mandalorian was, like there's no way they were going to live up to it, like a Luke Skywalker cameo, unless like
and they're not
Patrick Stewart showed up in a wheelchair or something. That'd be like
and I think
thinking that could have done anything.
People want to come up with this like there was a mysterious episode, it's like, no, there wasn't. This was the show, this was the story. They didn't do anything. We just became overhyped and created all these multi-worlds that we thought was going to happen, and it didn't. And I think people are still grasping onto that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my, there has to be a conspiracy behind all this. It's like, no.
Yeah. I did see a thing on YouTube where they talked about like the series and all that. It was like one of those guys that's like a huge Marvel like reporter guy who like documents all the stuff that Marvel does and everything and the MCU stuff. And he was saying how like a lot of the stuff, like even Darcy not showing up at the end of the episode in the end credit scene, was because they did a ton of reshoots after the pandemic hit, kind of like they went back and shot like different things, and she couldn't make it back travel wise. So that's why she's just not in that one scene. So just like wrote her out. So that's like to explain, like let people know like it wasn't like planned that she wasn't going to be there, kind of thing. Because she couldn't show up, so they just threw away that line like, oh yeah, she isn't like doing debriefs, so she's not here, kind of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal to me.
No, like, but it's just it's a very cool video. I'll see if I can find it again and I'll post it. But it like has like a lot of like that kind of stuff, like explains things that we talked about last week, like why didn't this happen? Why did this happen? Kind of thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is just conspiracy theories because people want to.
Oh yeah, everything's a theory because no one really has the answer except unless you're Kevin Feige, you don't really know what's going on.
And honestly, the fact that they hid Luke Skywalker from us, they have such tight lips there. Yeah, I don't believe anybody who says they know anything because there's no fucking way. You're telling me Luke Skywalker was a secret for over a year, but you found out about something? No way. Like, it's really hard for me to believe that.
It was great to hear the story of Paul Bettany talking about how he started as Vision in the very first Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
How he did a Wimbledon, that really bad tennis movie with Kristen Dunst.
Yeah.
With Jon Favreau, and then he called him up and he's like, hey, I need someone who has no personality who can do this voice.
Yeah.
He's like, you free? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll hop in and do it.
But now look at him. I mean, that's awesome.
Now he's Vision. Yeah.
His Vision is pretty cool. But yeah, that was a great making of.
Yeah.
So
it makes you excited for the other, like it makes me excited now to the other ones. Like I'm excited to see the one for Falcon Winter Soldier. And I'm even more excited to see the one for Loki, because that one's gonna be off the wall insane.
Totally. All right, Mark.
They're gonna do these for the movies too, supposedly. So like after Black Widow comes out, they'll release the Black Widow one. So
maybe. I don't that wasn't on the slate because
in the press release for the show Assembled, they said it's gonna be for every Disney Plus show and Marvel movie that comes out. They're gonna do an episode.
Cool. Now, yeah, but like, would they do Black Widow once it lands on Disney Plus, or would they actually movies out in the theater?
Well, it depends. I don't think it still depends on how they release Black Widow. Like, is Black Widow going to be actual theater release only, or is it going to be a theater release and Disney Plus premium thing.
It is slated to come out May 7th, which is a Friday. People on Reddit that work on movie theaters are actually getting the new posters with the new date on it. So it sounds like it's gonna be in theaters, but
so is the Raya, the Last Dragon, and so was
I know, but will Disney change its tune and do a dual release? I don't know, right? They have not said a word, and it's weird because we're very close to release. I mean, we're like
you think we'll be hearing like after Easter, we should be getting trailers again.
Yeah. I mean, all the trailers came out, all the merchandise came out.
Yeah, they have to re-release everything.
Yeah, they have to redo it again, like it never happened.
Yeah.
So
which is still strange to see when I go to the store. You still see it like hitting the Dollar Trees now or stuff like that. It's like the Scarlet, the Black Widow movie
tie-in toys
and everything. So like you try to like not pay attention to stuff.
I mean, Wonder Woman, her stuff came out in the summertime. Black Widow stuff came out. Like they had Dorito bags with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman on them,
Black Widow.
Hot Wheels. There's Hot Wheels for the I see them at like Stop and Shop.
Right.
Black Widow. So Hot Wheels. There's like a Taskmaster one, so I kind of like assuming Taskmaster's the villain since they made a toy for him. So
yeah. All right, Mark, you ready for
ruins
some
that?
news?
Thanks, Hot Wheels.
Thanks, Hot Wheels. You ready for some news?
Ready for some news. Hit me with it.
So the Grammys were on last night. Did you catch?
No, I boycotted them because there's no weekend.
I know. My heart is broken. I ended up watching. This is the first Grammys ceremony I watched.
I mean, the only saving grace of it was Trevor Noah was the host. But
that's why I watched. Trevor Noah was hosting, and you know what? This is a weird thing, but I was so fucking tired because of the time change. I got in bed at 8:00. I put it on, and it was just nice to hear live music. And I didn't even give a shit if I didn't like the music. I was just happy to hear something, and I just kind of fell asleep to it. Like by 10:00, I was snoozing. It was on, and I enjoyed what I saw. It wasn't the. Normally, I don't care too, but something about this year, I just needed music. And that gave it to me because I haven't seen a live performance in a very long time. And I thought it was kind of fun. I did like the opening ceremony. It was kind of cool to have all the artists performing for themselves. So they had like 4 artists, and then they each took a turn performing while they all watched. And then they cycled them out. The In Memoriam was really good. Was fantastic. Bruno Mars was killing it last night. He performed twice. That man is a national treasure, Bruno Mars. I love me some Bruno Mars, man. He is so good.
You're like a stay-at-home mom now with your music.
I am a stay-at-home. And there's
like The Weeknd. He's good. He's got a poppy tune.
I like The Weeknd.
That Bruno Mars. He can dance and shake his rump like no one's business.
Has some of the best music videos I've seen in a long time. There's a band I did discover last night, Black Puma.
BTS. What?
Black Puma. They're like rock, jazzy influence. It kind of it's like a. I'm gonna use this for like the Black Keys, White Stripes ish, but they have their own sound. I saw their performance and it was like, wow, these guys are awesome. They were really good. And I never heard of them. I don't listen to the radio that much. So for me, I was discovering new music.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa. I say her name. Dua Lipa performed. Yes. Amazing
Not
show.
Not Oompa Loompa.
Dua Lipa.
Oompa Loompa?
She performed. Her performance was really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, here are some of the winners. Record of the year went to Billie Eilish. Or William Eyelash, I like to say. We call her that.
William Eyelash.
William Eyelash. We call her that in the house.
You and the wife.
Me and the wife. Album of the
you
year.
Hear that new William Eyelash song?
Album of the year.
The bad guy from William Eyelash.
William Eyelash. Album of the year. Taylor Swift won.
Weather on the Twos here on KFLA.
Song of the year went to Her, which I have no idea who that is. Megan Thee Stallion got best new artist.
You say Megan Thee Stallion? Is that what you said?
Megan
The Stallion.
The Stallion.
Not Megan Tree Stand.
I didn't say Tree Stand. I didn't say that. You did. I did not say Megan Tree Stand. I said Megan Tree Stallion.
That was just Megan Tree Stand, and now up William Eyelash.
William Eyelash.
There's a show for you. Old person radio.
So
I'm trying to say the names of people you don't know the names of.
But hold on. I got a good one for you. So Harry Styles performed Watermelon Sugar last night, and he won for best pop solo performance.
That terrible.
It is bad. So I say to Allison, I go, what does that mean? And I Googled it, and that means oral sex.
Yes.
Female.
Yeah.
Oh, or male.
Or male? Wow.
I think it could go either way.
Yeah. I was thinking it's watermelon. If you're eating a watermelon, I kind of assumed it was one way or the other.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of like sex by the cake by the ocean is a sexual reference as well.
Best rock performance went to Fiona Apple, which was pretty cool. She also got a best rock album. No, best rock album went to The Strokes. Best alternative album went to Fiona Apple, which was Fetch the Bolt Cutters, an amazing album, came out last year.
Okay.
And Beyonce won for Black Parade, which I think she now holds the record for the most.
Didn't her daughter win, like for producing or something?
Maybe. But like Beyonce has the record for the most Grammys of all time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. It's funny because Jay-Z
didn't the Swift win for album of the year? I saw that. I think that was the only part I actually saw.
Album of the year went to Taylor Swift. That's what
I said. Yeah, Swift. Yeah.
Oh, you said the Swift. I was like, who?
The Swift.
Anyway, that's a little highlights.
Swifty McTaylorson.
It was a fun, Swifty McTaylorson. William Eyelash and Megan Tree Stand. This is like me just making shit up. Yeah, Megan. Yeah. Did you hear that new one from?
You hear that new one from Megan Tree Stand?
Ariana Grande.
Cafe Grande.
Yeah, that's my life.
Mocha latte.
Jimmy Chongas. Oh God, I can hear it now. Thank God nobody listens to our show.
Oh man.
Anyway, and then this morning, the 93rd Academy Award nominees were announced, and I'm just gonna give you the top.
Give me the big ones.
The big ones.
What's the film of the year or best picture?
Best motion picture of the year nominees are Judas and the Black Messiah, Minura, Promising Young Woman.
Ooh, I knew you were gonna mess that one up.
Minari. Oh, Minari.
Yeah, Stephen Yen.
Yeah, Stephen Yen's in it. The Father, Mank.
Which has Anthony Hopkins. I saw the thing for that on Golden Globes. I want to watch that.
Yeah. No Man Land, which is on Hulu.
Or Nomadland.
Nomadland. Mank is on Netflix. The Father is on, I don't know what streaming service.
Apple Plus, I think.
Oh, okay. Sound of Metal and The Trial of Chicago 7, which is on Hulu as well.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix. Judas and the Black Messiah is on HBO Max.
Yes.
It could still be there. I don't know if
it's still there. It was there last night, so I'm assuming it's still there.
Yeah. So those are big ones.
Yeah.
And then best performance by an actor in a leading role: Anthony Hopkins, Gary Oldman, Stephen Yang, Chadwick Boseman, and Riz Ahmed.
You kind of think Chadwick's going to win that one, right?
Yeah. Well, Chadwick did win the
Golden Globe. So I kind of think they're going to give him the Oscar.
Yeah. Best performance by an actress: Audrey Day, Frances McDormand, Viola Davis, Carey Mulligan, and Vanessa Kirby. And then best performance by an actor.
We just did that one.
No, I said actress.
You said actor before that. Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, this is best supporting. Oh, I don't have to do support. Those are the three big ones.
What about the director?
Oh, let me get to the director.
That's always a big one.
Best achievement in directing. Chloe Zhao. She did.
That's Nomadland.
Yep. Emerald.
She won for the Golden Globe, so
she did. So she has a good chance of winning again.
She's a front runner.
David Fincher and Mank, Lee Isaac Chung, Thomas Vetterberg, and then Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. I think that's how you say it last time.
No, that's the Carey Mulligan movie. Yeah.
But those are the big ones.
What about animated film? Was anything good there?
Let me scroll down.
Or animated feature?
Hold on. Oh, best animated.
The only ones I care about are these usually the ones I...
Stock short animated film. A Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon.
Okay.
That's Over the Moon. Wolf Walkers. Onward.
I heard that was good.
Onward's
a Pixar.
And Soul.
Yeah, Soul probably went. Soul was really good.
A Shaun in the Sheep movie, Farmageddon. This really cracks me up.
Yeah, there's not many animated movies that came out.
No. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough year.
Yeah, Onward was when they came out right at the beginning of the pandemic. That was a Chris Pratt, Tom Holland. They were trolls.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Yeah, that was good. It was it was a rough one. That one really got me.
The trailer was before Skywalker. That's like I see. Yeah.
That came out. That was it was really good. Their father passes away.
Yeah.
And they like find a magic wand that they could bring him back for like an hour.
Oh, jeez.
Like say goodbye to him. Whew. Man, it was rough. Just say,
don't cry.
How many times a cartoon can make you cry? But those Pixar guys, they're pretty good at it.
Yeah,
they got some magic there.
And so there's this new thing, Mark, that's kind of hit the internet in the last couple of weeks. It's called an NFT, non-fungible token. Now, a non-fungible token is
that a Bitcoin, basically?
No. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it to you.
Okay.
Say I create, I do a post on Facebook, and I capture that. It's mine. I wrote it. I can make it into an NFT, and I could sell it. If so, or I make a digital piece of artwork, like a GIF or a GIF.
Oh, I saw that thing with the JPEG that sold for like crazy amounts of money.
Yeah. So it's weird. So it's becoming as a new thing right now where companies and people are creating, and it basically collectors. So like if you're a collector, you can digitally collect these things, and it's not like I can go to Google Image and look up any image I want, and I can save it to my computer and I have it. But like there somehow these are like shown as
like you have the rights
own.
to that.
You have the rights to that
picture.
Yeah.
So someone wants to use it, they have to go through you, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's weird. So these things are selling for hundreds of dollars to the thousands of dollars and to the millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And this guy created a JPEG, which basically he called it the first 5,000 days. And it's a digital collage. And like there's, I don't even know how many, but there's probably
5,000.
Is it 5,000?
Well, it's 5,000 days.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense, right?
Makes sense.
I thought maybe there was more. I don't know. But how did you fit that many on there is beyond me.
It's a lot of photoshopping.
So anyway, yeah, you're right. You're probably right. 5,000 days. 5,000 pictures.
Megan Tree Stand.
So
eyelash.
So this thing was at auction. It started at $100. It was up for auction for about 2 weeks, and it received over 180 bids in the final hour, and it went for the final $69 million for a JPEG. And now this is becoming like more popular. Taco Bell is doing it. They're creating their own NTFs. Taco Bell, all these companies are now creating that, and you can
Best Buy should get in on it. They could save themselves.
Oh, I'll get into Best Buy if you want me to go there, but hold on. So anyway, this is crazy. So it's hard to understand, to wrap your head around that I could just grab that image that guy made and have it on my computer for free, while someone just paid almost $70 million for it. But yeah, they have the digital rights to it now. And I think it's almost to very rich people who have a lot of money to blow and want to collect digital stuff. Because I'm like, what if your computer crashes and you lose it? I mean, there's so many things in my head going,
yeah,
what do you do? Is there a digital locker you can keep this in so that way it doesn't like disappear one day?
I guess you put it in the cloud.
Yeah, it boggles my mind.
Like, how do you know if someone uses it though? Like, if someone uses that JPEG for something.
Well, it would be yours. Then what do you do with it?
But I'm saying, like, how do you, like, if someone else like grabs a picture of that off of Google and uses it, how's that gonna, like, you have to pay like that guy a copyright thing for it?
I have no idea. But anyway, this is all new territory, you know. All good questions, Mark. They're all good questions.
This is why other countries hate us.
No, there's a lot more reasons why.
It's one of them. So that's another. I'm saying just another reason.
So anyway,
crazy Americans over there selling JPEGs for millions of dollars.
It's crazy.
For no reason.
But you want to talk about Best Buy though. Best Buy. So this is what I found out about the whole, because our Enfield branch closed of Best Buy.
Yes, without telling anybody, supposedly. Best
Buy made record-breaking profits last year.
Yes.
Record-breaking. Okay, they were making more money online and people being coming and driving up and having it delivered to their car.
Yeah.
So what Best Buy did was they laid off 5,000 folks. Okay. Yeah. Then they're closing stores, and then they're going to rehire part-timers. Why? You don't have to give part-timers the
insurance.
Perks. Right. Basically, they got a taste of money and they want more. It's not about they're not doing bad at all. They're actually doing very well.
Oh yeah, they'll just
greed.
They'll get rid of the big store and they'll open up like a Best Buy Express in small little markets.
Well, I think it's like they're getting rid of the smaller ones, because this Enfield was a smaller one, and we're surrounded by two bigger Best Buys.
Yeah, the Holyoke and Manchester ones.
They're probably like the Enfield one. You know what? We can save some money, and people can just drive to Holyoke or Manchester.
Yeah, or get it online.
Exactly, and I mean, fuck Best Buy. I mean, dude, you let 5,000 full timers during a pandemic, so now they can hire part-timers.
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, it's just whatever. It's Best Buy. Anyway, that's my news. That's my news.
Yeah, so I don't go to Best Buy. I think I can't remember the last thing I bought at Best Buy.
I used to, but I have no reason to go now.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to drive to Manchester or Holyoke. I'll have it delivered to my house. I'll go online if they have a good deal, but I'm not going to be like, I got to go to Best Buy.
Yeah.
And they shut down Media Play, so fuck them.
Well, yeah.
Media Play,
Circuit City helped with that too.
Well, Circuit City's gone, but man, Media Play was the best. Nothing beats Media Play. And that's like a New England store franchise.
The chairs still live on. They're still sitting in my closed office right now.
Ooh. Man, what I would kill to sit on chairs.
The two chairs and the table that we used to sit at in the magazine area.
I know.
Or in my office.
Media Play, they had a coffee area, they had the book area, they had a CD area, the movie. It was so big, and they had so many cool things. Oh, I miss that store.
Yeah, if I ever reminisce, I just go sit in the chairs. Still comfortable. Still as comfortable as they always were.
Yeah, yeah.
Just hanging out in my office.
Every Tuesday. It would be Media Play Day. Or all the new releases come out on Tuesday.
New CD releases and everything.
Buy a coffee. We spent like a whole hour there. We knew everybody who worked there.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the days, Mark.
Yep.
Those were the days.
Well, when the world's back to normal, Brian, if you want to come over, you can sit in a chair.
I'll buy a coffee.
Bring the table out. I'll bring the table out for you. You can set up and watch it, read a magazine.
All right. Sounds like a deal.
I'll hook you up.
So
take a trip back in time to when life was easier and just a little bit less chaotic.
Young, dumb, and at Media Play.
Yes, right.
So this Thursday, they're going to be finally dropping the Snyder Cut.
Yes.
We're hoping to do a review of it.
Bring your no-dos.
Bring your no-dos. So you don't fall asleep. If it's,
fall asleep. In theaters, they're doing an intermission after 2 hours, a 10-minute intermission.
Yeah, they did. You know what? They did that for Schindler's List. I remember that. That was like an intermission, and they did that.
Dance of the Wolves, they did that too.
Yeah, so you can stretch your legs out.
Yeah.
The last time I was part of an intermission in a movie theater was at the Grindhouse double feature of Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. Grindhouse movies.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was so cool. Like to see 2 double features, fake trailers, and they gave us an intermission. It was so rad. Like it was a whole experience. I'm glad I get to watch Justice League at home because
I can get up whenever I want and do whatever I need to do.
I can pause it.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to do a review potentially Saturday or Sunday this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a special guest or two.
Rocky, he'll definitely be on. Maybe John if he's ready on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that happens Thursday, and then Friday, the very first episode of
Captain America, Falcon Winter Soldier.
Right, or other people call it Mephisto and Mephisto.
Yes.
Because people are still like, Mephisto's going to show up now.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're going to show up during this one. We're going to talk Mephisto and the Winter Mephisto.
Yep. We get Baron Zemo as our bad guy in this one.
He's back.
He's a big bad, yeah.
Yeah. And over the weekend, Kevin Feige was doing a roundtable, and he was asked about would there be a season 2? And he said, no, it's not in the works. There's no season 2, but they have ideas if they were to ever do it. And
for WandaVision you're talking about, or
no? Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon. There's no season 2 of WandaVision.
No, I know, but I'm saying, I mean, they did leave it to a spot where they can pick up things if need be.
No,
they're going to, but I'm saying they left. There's avenues they could take if things need to. If they need,
it goes into the movie. Like he said, basically, their idea was make a concise and a mini series, and then it would go flow into the movies. And he said that if they wanted to, they could go back from the movie and back into another season or something.
Yeah,
but there is no plans of right now for season 2 of Falcon.
No, because you have to wait a year for the other movie to come out that it was connected to. That's why.
He did say they had ideas if they were to, but right now it's just ideas.
I think it's like March of next year is Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah. Well, so that
originally was supposed to be this.
I know.
May. Yeah.
So 6 episodes. We're only getting 6, which I had no idea about. I didn't know how many we were going to get of this bad boy, which is nice. And
this I think is going to be a little bit longer episode wise, like length of the episodes.
He doesn't say about the length. It's always I don't know. I kind of feel like 30 to 40 minutes is pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like if you get to like 45, it's a 6-hour movie technically.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool. This is basically the passing of the torch moment. Steve Rogers bestows his shield upon Wilson at the end of Avengers, and this is about him dealing with all that. He's a man. He's an African American man. Like he said, emphasizing that he's not a thunder god or a king. He's got experience in the military. He's got experience doing grief counseling with soldiers with PTSD, and that's how Steven Rogers initially developed his friendship with him, which is kind of nice to hear. That's how they get together. Well, they have a bond, I guess, and basically saying, doing these shows gives us a little bit more we have more time with these characters. We have more time to flesh the characters out, which is kind of it's kind of cool.
Yeah, because it's nice that they're doing, because like with Wanda and now with Falcon and Winter Soldier, these guys, like Winter Soldier has been more fleshed out already, kind of from like his backstory. Yeah. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Falcon, it's gonna be nice to like get like more of his backstory and all that stuff. And then now, like, how is Winter Soldier dealing with like being out of the Hydra, like mind control and all that stuff, right. And like basically going through the same kind of stuff Steve Rogers went through of how to continue life without, right. being out of time.
It's cool that these characters that we love that didn't get their own movie or didn't get or kind of sidelined a little bit, like Wanda was.
It's awesome because these
we flesh them out.
There's also characters that don't, I guess, like don't warrant a movie, but aren't like able to carry their own film, so to speak. That now they can use like the Disney Plus to do that. So you can still get a film for them, but not like it's not like as tied to profiting from it as a movie would be.
Right. I'm excited. I my guess is like 40-minute, between 40 and an hour each episode, maybe.
Yeah, and these are gonna be more actiony than WandaVision was. WandaVision was more story driven, whereas this is gonna be more action driven. I think.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be buddy cop sort of deal.
Yeah.
There's gonna be humor. They showed a lot of humor in the trailer.
Must be more of like the flying and the explosions and the combat and all that stuff. So there's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be more of a guy show, like I want to see explosions.
There's women who watch these too. There's a lot.
I know, but it's just I want to see explosions. Give me all the explosions.
Explosions?
Yeah.
Okay, William Eyelash. Or should I say Mark? I don't know. I'll mess up your name somehow.
What was his name? What was that guy? What was the guy we came up with?
Bobby Legley?
Bobby Legley. He has no legs.
He has no. He's a porn peddler. He peddles porn.
That's right. Peddles porn.
He's
in a wheelchair.
He's in a wheelchair and he peddles porn.
Peddles porn.
I mean,
and he's got jet propelled
wheelchair.
Yeah.
So you can pedal that porn real quick.
Yeah. He's got to be quick to get away from the cops, so they don't bust him for peddling porn.
And it's funny because this story comes when I was growing up in Thompsonville. There was a guy in a wheelchair. I can hear my cats trying to get in. And I remember.
I heard you mention porn. They were wanting to know what's going on.
There was a porn magazine in the sewer, and it was laying on top, and you could see it, and everybody was looking at it like, "Oh my god!" And he would wheel over, and like he'd be laughing at, "Oh, you guys want to see? Oh, ha ha ha!" And I don't know. That story just turned into Bobby Legley,
morphed into Bobby Legley, the porn peddler.
Yeah, which we came up with years ago on the podcast.
We did. There's been multiple adventures of Bobby Legley, porn peddler.
Yeah,
talked about on the podcast multiple times.
He could be our mascot.
It could be a future Free Lunch Studios comic book.
Yes,
Bobby Legley, porn peddler.
Oh, we should do our own comic and have Matt publish it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby Legley, the porn peddler.
We wouldn't say what he is. It would just be Bobby Legley. And then on the inside, you'd find out.
Oh, no, it's an origin story. And that's how you get to the porn peddler. Find out
he becomes a porn peddler. Yeah.
And this takes place in the 80s. So there is
when it's okay. When it's all right. Yeah. When stuff like that's okay.
But like finding a Playboy in the woods was like, you never knew.
It's like Stand By Me. You can take adventures to find things.
Yeah, but you never knew why you found a Playboy in the woods, but we all found a Playboy in the woods. It probably stems from Bobby Legley.
A guy out there in the woods.
He was like Johnny Appleseed, and you play Playboys walking around in the woods.
It's like a weird superhero whose power is just dropping porn for young boys to find in the woods.
Right. And he was like
he's like over in a bush, like behind a tree,
giggling, and like.
become a man. That's what he was like. That was welcome to manhood.
That's his catchphrase. Welcome
to manhood. Which is a weird catchphrase to have. Because it could go many ways. It'd be like, why are you saying that to children?
In court? Sure. Your catchphrase was welcome to manhood? Well, yeah. I'm Bobby Langley.
I'm giving out the porn to the kids.
So we can do his whole origin story, how he becomes a porn peddler, what he does, and then how the internet puts him out of business.
Yeah.
And he cannot peddle porn again. He
falls on rough times.
Yeah, that's the end of the story. That's the story.
Then he gets diabetes. That's why he's in the wheelchair.
Oh, yeah, because originally he starts off with legs.
Yeah, he starts off with legs. That's why he's Bobby Langley, because he was very fast he was able to get around and drop off the porn places without people finding him. He's kind of like the Easter Bunny, but with porn.
Yeah, he gets in the wheelchair later on in life.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Like at his old man days.
Yeah.
All right. Now
then the end of the thing is he has to pass on the legacy of porn peddling. So he recruits a young whippersnapper, a young guy in his 20s that's really fast.
And he creates porn.
Kind of like dodgeball with the guy in that if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
If you can dodge the cops,
if you can peddle porn, you can peddle the porn.
No, if you can dodge a cop, you can peddle the porn.
You can peddle the porn.
And then he creates Pornhub, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's the guy that's how Pornhub was invented.
Yeah, Pornhub was invented by his son, or his.
And this is his surrogate son.
His surrogate son, yeah.
Yes.
Protege.
He never could have a son.
Because he was.
But this guy, he felt like he was his son because they were so close.
There was a kinship there.
A kinship, yeah.
I mean, they bonded over porn.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, don't bring up Bobby Langley on the show anymore because this is what happens. It goes off into a weird tangent.
Did you see that porn where that woman?
We should make sure we copyright all this information though, because
Mark,
someone's gonna take this and make it into a movie, and we're gonna miss out all the money.
This is how they bond, right? This is how they bond.
Yeah.
They go, did you see Miss March of 1982? I saw Miss March. Really? What was her name? Martha? Martha! Martha! Not best friends. And was Martha...
Judith.
Martha May,
Louise.
A playmate of the year of 1982 that bonds them.
They bond over Bobby Langley sitting in a wheelchair on his porch. And he sees this guy.
And he bestows...
Sliding a Playboy into a sewer. And then a bunch of kids come running over in downtown Thompsonville.
Yeah, we're all looking.
You're one of them and look in the sewer.
Yeah.
And then he comes rolling down. Laughs at the kids.
You're doing it wrong, but I like the gusto.
I like the idea, but you're
putting it in the sewer. Nobody can get it in the sewer.
No one can get to it and see it. All they can see is the cover.
Yeah. So
then he takes him under his wing and teaches him the ways of the porn peddling.
Yeah, and because his porn peddling days are over because he's in a wheelchair, he teaches them, you got to go out in the woods and drop the porn.
Kind of like a Rocky montage happens where he has him hiding porn in places that people can find it.
Yeah, children of the age of 13 and 12 can find it. 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is good. Well, that's our show, Mark.
That's our show. That was the show. Everybody watch Falcon Winter Soldier.
We'll be talking about next week.
We'll talk about next week. Yeah, this is what happens when Marvel doesn't give us, when Disney Plus doesn't give us anything to watch. This is what happens.
Yeah.
We're going to go off on the Bobby Langley tangents.
Bobby Langley he is our MCU. He's
our Iron Man.
University. He is the Geekonomics extended universe.
Yes.
Then let's
Many adventures of Bobby Langley.
We'll have our review of Justice League out this weekend.
Yes. Not sure when, but we'll get it out.
Maybe Saturday. If everybody is ready to go Saturday, we can do Saturday at 2. I think that might be the best time.
Okay.
So look out for that.
Yeah. I will say I am excited for Falcon Winter Soldier. I'm very excited to see how it turns out. I'm ready for some Marvel action sequences. You know what?
Honestly, I missed I watched the making of, but I was kind of like, I miss a new episode of something. It was weird. Yeah.
Yeah. If this falls in the vein of the movie Winter Soldier, I'm going to be very excited because I really like the spy thriller, like that Winter Soldier was.
Right. Right.
So if they go in that vein, they're gonna have something.
They're gonna have a hit on their hands.
They're gonna have a hit in their hands. The kids are gonna love it.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating it up.
Eating up.
All right, Mark. Well, like us on Facebook.
Yes.
Economics. Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us.
Subscribe to us
Facebook
on
as
YouTube.
well.
Yeah, yes. YouTube.
Like, subscribe, thumbs ups.
All that jazz. And that's our show.
Search that web that you search so well.
We'll see everybody this weekend and next
week, everybody. Goodbye and good night.